You know I gotta have it. Whoa. So I rifle through the cabinet with a crooked moan. Kinda queasy on the red ones, so I took all of the blue ones. Feeling hotter than a glue gun. I said it's go, go, go. I hold hands with cosmic entities. I take this too bad if I please. I got this sweet tooth, baby. Yeah, I got this sweet tooth, baby. I exploit my opportunities. Some broken hearts, some cavities. I got this sweet tooth, baby. Yeah, I got this sweet tooth, baby. Yeah. I'm a savage in a basement. Whoa. I'm fighting with the tchotchkes in a stranger's home. I'm way over the tree line, roaring like a feline. Still coming up the incline, saying more, more, more. I hold hands with cosmic entities. I take this too bad if I please. I got this sweet tooth, baby. Yeah, I got this sweet tooth, baby. I exploit my opportunities. Some broken hearts, some cavities. I got this sweet tooth, baby. Yeah, I got this sweet tooth, baby. Yeah. When will they realize? Guy with the crazy eyes never had an invite. Kick me out, I don't mind. Helicopter by the stop sign, pretending that it's a strobe light. Kick me out, I'm not phased. I'm on another plane. I hold hands with cosmic entities. I take this too bad if I please. I got this sweet tooth, baby. Yeah, I got this sweet tooth, baby. I exploit my opportunities. Some broken hearts, some cavities. I got this sweet tooth, baby. Yeah, I got this sweet tooth, baby. Yeah. I can never find a refuge. Yeah, I've always had a sweet tooth. Maybe I'm a little cuckoo, 'cause I've always had a sweet tooth. When will they realize? God with the crazy eye.
Hey pretty baby with the sun in your eye, you make me feel like I'm up in the sky. I wanna tell you, wanna make you mine. Oh, hey. I'm all talk with the thorn in my side. I got a real big heart that I'm willing to hide. You asked me what I want from life. I said to make a lot of money and feel dead my side. I got a real big heart that I'm willing to hide. You ask me what do I think of life, I said, baby, not much, I wanna die.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. How we doing? How are we doing? We're back. We're back again. Yay. Yay, yay, yeah. Hi, Lily. How are you doing? How you doing? Uh that's good. That's good. How's work going this week? Music. Uh Okay. All right. Okay, just give me a second. Just want to make sure this is all recording properly before we jump into it. There we go. That's that. Filter. Am I gonna do this? I'm not sure. It's not. Don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. Fantastic. Okay. All right. So, as per usual, the two songs that played us on were. Oh, I had this open, brother. Yeah, so the two songs that played us on today were first, Sweet Tooth by Scott Hellman. Really good song. I think I just recently found it. I might have heard it a while ago. I don't know, but I feel like it's just got stuck in my head. The second song, it's Dead Inside by Younger Hunger. This is my #1 listened to song from last year. And I thought I already obviously used this in I already used this in the playlist. No, I never did. So I was like, what the heck? Okay. Why haven't I done this? I love this song. Absolutely love it. It's such a good song. It's a fantastic song. It's just so catchy. I don't know what it is. There is no deeper meaning to being dead inside. Anyway. Anywho. Ow. With that being said, it is Friday, January 9th, 2026. This is going to be the first Friday show of the big 2026. That's crazy. I skipped last week. I know. I'm so lazy. I skipped last week. Crazy. I know. Boo. Boo. Huh? Boo. Boo. Oh, come on. Hold on. Is this work? Boo. Boo? What? Come on. Boo. That didn't work either. Hold on. Boo. Boo? How about Boba? Boba? Oh, that's working. Anyway, I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't work. Maybe I have to add another. Boo. 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 Man, I don't know. Bam. Bam. Oh, that works. Okay. I don't know. It's so weird. Anyway, yeah, first stream of oh, God. First stream of 2026. And where was I? Oh, perfect. First stream of 2026. My name is Snowy Lowe's, and welcome to the Snowy Show. All right. Oh boy. Okay. So. So the title of today's stream, we're gonna be talking about freedom, and I've been kind of going back and forth all week whether I kind of wanted to do this or not, because as hold on. What? Give me a second. I'm gonna lag for a second. Bear with me. Okay. I think we're good. Fantastic. Okay. So I have been going back and forth on whether or not I should talk about this, because if, as you probably know, Lily or other people that haven't watched this, I've talked before about how I want to kind of approach when I bring up politics. I understand that a lot of people don't really want to get into it. A lot of people don't really want to talk about it. It's a very polarizing. It's very polarizing, and people can feel they're being personally attacked when I am not personally attacking them, but because they assign certain beliefs to political identity, and if that political identity is attacked in any way, regardless of whether they are specifically pointed at or not, they feel attacked. I get that. But I've also said in the past, I don't really like putting my head in the sand and not talking about this stuff if I feel like it's important enough. Look at the AI stuff. I've talked about that a decent amount. I've said openly I've used AI. I use AI for different things. And funny enough, the more I use it, the more I realize kind of how much it sucks. It just isn't really that good. Like, it just doesn't work well. I'm going to be honest. It just doesn't really work well. Like, I've used ChatGPT, and not even just ChatGPT, but like the paid version of ChatGPT. I bought like a month of it because I was trying to do something. And so I used the most premium version of ChatGPT, the highest version you can get. And I mean, it just kind of sucks. Like, if you ask it a question, it will go to the ends of the earth to answer that question. The problem is, what if the question you asked it wasn't the right question? You will then start to go down a rabbit hole of problems, or trying to problem solve a problem that doesn't actually exist. Much like our stream here, when I first got my new graphics card, I spent about a day trying to fix it. I was trying to quote unquote fix some problem with it. The encoder setting I wanted was not showing up in my OBS, and I was like, oh, there's a problem. I asked ChatGPT, and I was like, hey, solve this for me. And it tried its best to solve it for me. Little did I know, after about 24 plus hours of screwing around with it, the problem was that, hey, it wasn't the fact that the graphics card didn't install properly. It was that Twitch doesn't allow AV1 encoding. And that was it. So I didn't actually have any problems at all. It was installed properly the whole time. But because I asked it that specific question, not understanding that that wasn't the right question, it won't try to correct me. It won't fact check it. It'll just solve it. And so what I try to do more now is I just treat it like a Google. A lot more advanced of a Google. For work, we have some pretty old equipment. Some basically relics of the past. And there's certain parts or certain manuals you cannot find for this equipment anymore. It's just not easily accessible. ChatGPT does it perfect because it can search everything. It finds me manuals. It tells me how to fix stuff. It's great. It will even give me places to find replacement parts that would also work because the companies no longer exist. And so I need alternate sources of replacement. Anyway, AI is just a Google search. And using it past anything other than a Google search is foolish, I think. I just don't see it working. Anyway, backing it up. Yeah, so politics. I try not to cover that kind of stuff because, like I said before, polarizing and, feeling attacked and all that. But I've covered AI because I think it's important. I think it's important for me to talk about it. Put my flag in this hill. And we're here. If you don't know, Lily, I'm not sure if you follow U.S. news. There was recently on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. Oh, shoot. Oh, boy. Yeah, I think this was either Tuesday or Wednesday. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm right. Okay. Yeah. So, yes, this was Tuesday. I remember I was sitting down for lunch, and I was on Twitter as I usually am, and an event took place where a immigration enforcement officer, or ICE, it's I don't know the exact abbreviation, but it's ICE. Oh, hold on, let me look it up. Immigrations and Custom Enforcement. So the immigration police, essentially. ICE. I'm gonna refer to them as ICE. In the United States, there have been a large increase in the immigration enforcement from ICE due to the current administration, the current president, and due to a complicated series of events I don't really think is relevant to get into. ICE was massively deployed to the city of Minnesota, Minneapolis, in Minnesota. And during one of their, they called them raids. There was an immigration raid that they were doing in this one area. A confrontation happened between ICE and a local resident of Minnesota, ending up in it ending with the Minnesotan's death. An ICE officer. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. So I'm wondering if I should just go through the series of events. So essentially there was a lady. She was in a car. She was trying to do a U-turn on a road. The U-turn, while she was turning, she stopped her car because she saw some police cars, ICE cars, and she stopped her car, which is the law. You're supposed to stop your car when you see police lights to let the police go through. There was one police car. She waved them by. They went past her, but the next police car that showed up was a pickup truck. Two officers got out of the pickup truck, and I assume thought that she was blocking them because she was directly in the way. They were in the middle lane of the 3-lane road, and she was in the middle of the lane trying to turn back around, do a U-turn. They assumed, I guess, that she was blocking the road. There's been a lot of protests and a lot of, people blocking ICE, people doing lots of things to try to stop them. And they assumed that she was blocking the road. They got out of the car and, tried to essentially drag her out of the car. They went up to her door, started grabbing her handle. And at the same time, there was another ICE officer walking from the front of the car back to the back and back around to the front, taking video, getting their license plate, getting a recording of their face. And once that officer recording went back around to the front of the car, the driver, in an attempt to leave the scene, started turning her car. The ICE officer, whether it actually happened that way or not, assumed that they were going to try to run them over, pulled out his gun and gunned her down right then and there. And so what ended up happening is, she died right there on the scene. I'm not too sure exactly whether she died right away, but she was shot as she was driving away, and she slumped over on her wheel, and she hit her gas, and she ran into a couple cars, about like 10, 20, a little bit down the road. There were some parked cars. She hit a telephone pole, and I remember watching that, and honestly, I was shocked. It was extremely shocking. I have seen the video many times since. There have been about 5 or so different angles of this specific scene that have come out, and the ICE enforcement has been a very heavily contested issue here in the States over the past year, and so there have been a lot of protests. There have been a ton of protests, and almost immediately, the current administration, the president, vice president, the Department of Homeland Security, which controls ICE, controls the immigration and enforcement, they all came out and basically immediately blamed the woman for this, and they called her a domestic terrorist. They called her a deranged left lunatic, which is a left leaning. They vilified her essentially to try to take blame away from their ICE officer. I'm not really too sure what the calculus is there, but that's what happened. But that was, I think, right when the first video came out. But since then, more video has come out. There have been, I think, 3 or 4 different angles with different cameras of the event. There has also been a home security camera that caught the event. Essentially, everything related to this event shows that this person was just trying to flee. The ICE officer, was not in any danger, and there was no reason for him to essentially execute her. But one of the problems that has come from this with the administration essentially protecting this guy is, as of right now, this is essentially a state-sanctioned execution of a citizen of the country. Boy. And I was worried that this was going to happen, and I wasn't too sure if it was going to happen. I was thinking something like this might happen starting last year, a couple months into the new administration taking over. In the United States, an election is held every 4 years, and January 20th or so, after those 4 years, the new president is sworn into office, and they start doing their stuff. A couple months after they came in, I started seeing just escalating signs of ICE like pushing a lot, like being extremely violent with just people, with immigrants. And I was thinking something like this might happen where they kill a legal U.S. citizen. Their goal essentially is to try to... Oh my God, it sounds awful. Just like saying it out loud, it just sounds awful. Their goal is to try to essentially round up as many immigrants as possible and kick them out of the country. Like that's just blatantly their goal. They say that they're going after people that aren't documented or criminals that aren't documented, but realistically, it's not happening that way. And so I figured this would happen, but I said to myself that if this does happen, this is going to be like when it does happen, like we've crossed a bridge, right? Something like this is a different situation we're in now. And like why I say that is because currently at the time of recording, it's been about it's probably been about over 50 hours. It's been days now since this has happened, and there hasn't really been any attempt by the administration to fix this problem or try to do damage control at all. In fact, what they are instead doing is ramping up the pressure, ramping up the frustration, the anger that people have over this event. And they aren't trying to do anything to quell the rage people have. In fact, they are doing the opposite. They are trying to make people angrier. And so because of that, to me, it seems like they want this thing to happen. And so because ICE is basically everywhere, they're, mask off, take the character off for a second. They're in my state. I know friends have seen them. I know people have talked about them. There have been people arrested, citizens arrested in my state, essentially just taken off the street. And what this event does, and the administration not properly handling it, not doing proper damage control, it essentially sets a precedent. It sets a precedent for ICE to use deadly force and not need to worry about repercussions. Something else that's also happening on the side is because of how ICE is organized, the Immigrations and Custom Enforcement is not meant to do this type of arrests. They're not built for this. So what has been happening is a ton of different government departments, government law enforcement departments, are all kind of brought in to do what ICE is doing. So all the alphabet departments. So there's the FBI, there's Homeland Security, there's I think probably CIA people, obviously ICE, just tons of different departments all over the government are being put together into this one amorphous law enforcement group. And their uniforms that they wear are not, they don't really, they're not distinct. I'll say that. I went out to, hang out with some of my friends, and we went to go play airsoft. And one of my friends, dressed up in the typical airsoft military. He's got a military vest, military cargo pants, got the shoes on, wearing a mask, and he just looks like an ICE agent. It's essentially just, if you're wearing like a military vest, with all the patches and the pockets, and like cargo pants with like boots, and you have a mask on, you look like an ICE officer. And so because of this very ambiguous outfit that they wear, essentially people are impersonating them. People are impersonating them, and they've done a bunch of crimes. People are breaking into houses saying, "Hey, we're ICE," and then tying up the people, stealing everything, going into businesses, doing the same thing. And so with this basically green light from the administration, say, "Hey, do whatever you want. We'll back you up and defend you like furiously, like viciously defend you no matter the consequences." At this time, they might change course. I don't know. But I figured that, hey, like this is it, man. We have officially crossed that Rubicon where me personally, I'm genuinely worried. I'm like genuinely worried about the situation. I don't know how the situation's gonna escalate any more than it already has. And so I figured now, if at any time, first stream of the year, first Friday show of the year, I felt like it's important for me to, like AI, put my flag right here, and basically say I completely disagree with anything the administration does regarding this matter. I am a very anti-Trump person. I strongly disagree with basically everything they've done over the past year in their first term. My family's been personally affected by their policy. So, I feel like this is an important time to do this because we're in a different situation. And I want this to basically be like, hey, a year from now, when we're going back through a recap, I can be like, yeah, no, I was here, right? And so I'm not going to spend too much more time on this, but because, I just kind of want to get moving. I wanted to take this moment and talk about freedom. I wanted to take this moment and talk about what freedom means to me and, its idea. I'm not going to have an answer, but like we've done before, I think, Lily, I think this is one of the first things you actually came into the stream and when I was talking about. It's trying to think about a topic and trying to dive deep on it to better understand it. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. So I've got a couple notes down on what I think. So on what hold on, let me take my no. Ugh. Uh, so, what is freedom? Now, obviously, the United States is a bit of a unique case. It's a unique case on the planet with its unique way that the government is formed, the unique way in which the Constitution is made. It's a lot more unique than a lot of other places around the world. We're, a lot of these things are taken from a lot of places around the world. I'm not saying we're the only place that's like this. But, we are pretty unique. And so I think, so I just kind of want to put this down because I've never really put this down on paper before. So I think that's what we're trying to do today. So, what is freedom? In my mind, freedom is separated into two separate pillars. And that is freedom to do and freedom from. And obviously this encompasses a lot of different things. But I think these two things are the main pillars. Oh shoot, hold on. Yeah, these two things are the main pillar of what freedom is. So when we talk about freedom to do, so what we are talking about is freedom to do things. Come on. Oh, hold on. So freedom of something like speech. Freedom of speech is what is happening? Yeah, freedom of speech is a big thing in the United States. It is the First Amendment that was made to the Constitution, which basically enshrines the freedom to protest, the freedom to speech, and the freedom of religion. But speech is something very specific that I wanted to talk about. I have a bunch I wanted to say about this, but there's also freedom to be, that freedom to do and to do certain things. So obviously there's speech, a freedom to love, a freedom to believe. These types of things. So freedom to do certain things, where you're not constrained in these things to an extent. We'll get to that in a second. One of the important things when talking about freedom is the fact that to some extent, freedom requires rules. It's a bit contradictory, but to truly be free, you have to have rules. So I say this. If we live in a place that has no rules. Okay, come on, what's that? So if we live in a place that has no rules and has rules, let's say we are in a group. This group of people, we're around a group of people. We're human beings. We're around a group of people, and this place has no rules. So essentially, I can say whatever I want. I have, unlimited speech. There is no limit on what I can say. Now, if this group doesn't like what I'm saying and they limit me because they feel like they can, that's the problem. They are impacting your freedom to say what you want. And so with rules, this type of speech, you're able to do things. You're able to, if you wanted to say those things, you're allowed to, and people cannot stop you. So you are allowed to make songs. You're allowed to write books, speeches. speeches. Sure. You're allowed to do these things, and you're not being constrained by the group of people that don't like it. Now, in the United States specifically, these two groups of people, the people who want to say certain things and the people who don't want other people to say certain things, they're allowed to coexist. And there's friction here, but we'll get to that. I want to specifically talk about rules right now before we get into that, because if we go back to the no rules, let's say that there's no rules. We're in this group, and what we are trying to say is something that is essentially hate speech. We are demeaning a certain group of people. We are talking bad about a specific race, a specific gender, whatever have you. Eventually, this speech, while not directly, would eventually lead to that group's harm. It might take a week, it might take months, it might take years, but that would harm people eventually. And so this group essentially stops you completely. They stop you from hurting people, right? And in that could be seen as good, but because there is no real line here, it is just controlled by the majority, and not by a set of rules that we've agreed to. It isn't really freedom, right? It's just arbitrary yes nos. It's arbitrary things. It's just black and white. You can't do this, you can't do that, and it can change whoever is leading the group, whatever the majority says, which I personally don't like. Obviously, there has to be rules to protect certain people. And so, with these rules, you're not allowed to create, to an extent, you can't create hateful songs, because my idea of having rules is very heavily based on our rules of freedom of speech here in the United States. But certain rules would let you, to an extent, express your hatred. Okay. Obviously, you need certain rules to protect people, right? You need certain rules to protect people. And this is where it starts to get a little weird, because if we're introducing the idea of hate speech, trying to target specific groups, we start to run into problems. Now, here in the United States, hate speech is not banned. You can do hate speech, and there is limitations. There are certain things that you're not allowed to do. Like you're not allowed to threaten specific people with specific actions. You're just not allowed to do that. Things get a little bit murky when we go online, though. But let's back up. In America, hate speech is allowed, and growing up, the way I've always seen it, and I think it's always done it pretty well, is hate speech, in my mind, is allowed, but it's used as a point of example. It's used as a point of example for people that counter it to say, hey, look at what they're saying. This is wrong. And the vast majority of people agree with that counterpoint. They agree, hey, hate speech is wrong. What you're doing is wrong. And so that's worked. It works because both sides are able to make songs. Both sides are able to make books. Both sides are able to make speeches. There is not unlimited speech, but there is just enough to allow people, whether they have hatred or not, or whether they spew hatred, to continue to do that. Now, one of the things is and this is a problem I've noticed, is, and especially in the online space, it's difficult because if we talk about Twitter very specifically, um, online spaces like Twitter artificially, and this is documented, they artificially suppress those counterpoints um, to hate speech and actively promote hate speech. Places like Twitter do this. We've seen this. It's documented. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about this. It is well known that Twitter is a essentially safe haven for hate groups. But one of the problems, there's a couple of problems, is that because the counterpoint is being suppressed, the people that are on Twitter are artificially led to believe that hate speech is more popular because this stuff is getting pushed by algorithms. It's being messed with in the background. It's being seen as more. It gets more views. It gets more likes. It gets more comments, even though those likes are fake. The comments are bots, right? So then we got to ask the question: is this truly free speech? Obviously not. Like in our first example, this is essentially just unlimited speech. There is no rules holding back, to an extent. What? What happened? My thing broke. Yeah, to an extent, there's not really rules holding the stuff back. And obviously, this isn't. This isn't free. It's not really free to poor people because people are people are being targeted. People are being attacked, and they can't defend themselves. They can't speak out against it. They're being suppressed online, right? And so obviously that is counter to freedom. It's not right for one side's voices to be suppressed while the other side gets to have unlimited speech. And so, is this free speech? Obviously not. And so the next question is, if both sides aren't equal, if the counter speech is suppressed, should hate speech it continue to exist? Should this hate speech not be dealt with legally? This is a question I have, and this is a question I'm going to continue to think about. Because unless you essentially need to like regulate some of this speech. You essentially need to have control over what people are allowed to say, because if you don't, it stops becoming free. People aren't really free to love what they want to love, believe what they want to believe, because if the unlimited hate speech is, drowning out the other side, it essentially makes it not free anymore. And and that's not good. That's obviously not good. And so moving from this point, what we also want to talk about freedom from things. So obviously freedom from violence. When talking about the freedom of speech, freedom from suppression. So there's like political violence. There's obviously there's the like what we were talking about earlier, is that which is why I wanted to bring this up in the first place, which is that like state sanctioned violence. So violence coming directly from a state, coming from a government to a certain group of people. Obviously that's not free. There's obviously more personal violence as well. Violence from communities, violence from family members, from other things. Those kinds of things obviously limit freedom. And the suppression as well, suppression of speech, suppression of ideas, which I guess is speech. So freedom from Yeah, freedom from violence and freedom from suppression. And like there's probably some like other like more other points you can make here, but like I feel like these two are such broad concepts that it kind of covers most of it. But with these two things, I mean, we keep talking about freedom from violence, freedom from freedom of speech, freedom of love, to love who you want to love, um, regardless of race, regardless of religion, regardless of gender, um, to believe what you want to believe, to religion, obviously, to believe in what religion you want to. Um, but obviously there's to an extent, right? Um, if your beliefs start to fall in the realm of hatred, obviously that stops other people from being free. And so, we look to a larger point, which is beyond freedom, of like, what's the point of freedom? What is the ultimate point? Sure, you can be free, but like for what? What is even the goal? And I was thinking about this today because I'm still having like a hard time grasping it. And I think it might be this. It's a freedom to become, right? Because you can have freedom of speech, but what do you want to speak about? Freedom of ideas, like about what? Freedom to love, for what, right? Freedom of speech to be able to talk about the different things you want to talk about to progress in some sort of better direction, theoretically. Ideas, so you can put out different ideas that contradict with the established norm to better the world, to become better, to become better. If we talk about freedom of love, we talk about happiness. So freedom to be happier. Freedom to have a meaningful life, to live. How do you spell meaningfully? It my spelling's awful. I'm sorry. God, my handwriting's awful. Yeah, so it's a freedom to be better, to be happier, to live meaningfully. And I think this is really like the end goal of what freedom even gives you. Like, what's the point to it? Because there is, and I'm not sure, because I've never really thought of it in this way. Because having freedom is nice, obviously, to an extent. Freedom to choose different things. Obviously, freedom to live where you want, freedom to go where you want. To live, freedom to go, freedom to eat, freedom to be, all that. But obviously there are some things here that kind of stop you. Because obviously you can't live wherever you want, because certain places cost a lot of money. And so would that be against because you can't live in a place that you want to live because you don't have enough money? Does that mean, it's not really freedom? Or, if you want to go on vacation, but it costs too much money, does that mean, that's, you're not really truly free if you can't do that? Or, you can't really eat what food you want because obviously money. And I was trying to go back and forth on this idea, but I think this goes back to the idea of having rules, right? We have rules that we kind of have to abide by to make sure that this freedom continues to exist. And like, this is where I hit the wall. This is where I hit the wall. I'm gonna be honest. This today was probably one of the first times I ever thought about past freedom. Because I feel like we're still trying to get there, right? Because currently, me doing this in the first place, me talking about this thing live on Twitch is it's a bit nerve-wracking, if I'm being honest, because talking about politics in this way, especially you know, me, obviously, I don't think it's like a secret, but like I'm a lot more like left-leaning. I'm like, you know, woke and all that. That kind of ideology, especially on Twitch, isn't. It's not that it's not popular, but it's you can be attacked essentially. You'll be like attacked, and you will be look, you know, people will how do you say this? People will come after you essentially for it, right? And so obviously we don't truly have freedom of speech. Not just that, but also there have been times in the past, especially in the United States, where the freedom of speech is just taken away, right? It's only there as long as the government lets us have it, right? They've taken it away before during times of war. I think during the Vietnam War. I think also during the I think Afghanistan. Yeah, during the war in Afghanistan or Iraq. I know there was large speech suppression. Obviously during the Cold War, very much so. So we're not like there yet, right? Freedom to love, especially, you know, men being able to marry men, women being able to marry women. This obviously isn't a new concept. This has existed in humanity for thousands and thousands of years, but specifically here in the United States, it only became legal to marry a same-sex person like 20 something years ago, right? And since then it has gone under constant attack, and it's constantly under attack. It's constantly under threat. LGBTQIA plus people are constantly under attack, both verbally, physically, through the state, right? Especially this administration, which, you know, is more than happy to egg on these attacks, for no real reason other than to suppress freedom to believe. Now in the United States, while we are not the government is supposed to remain secular. It's not supposed to be there's supposed to be a separation of church and of state. That line has always erred on the side of Christianity. Christianity is the largest religion in the United States, and because of that, whilst there is a separation, that line has been constantly tried to be blurred throughout the decades, and you know, it's people are constantly trying to turn the United States into a Christian state, which is, you know, obviously that's not free. And obviously there's a hell of a lot of violence, like we were talking about earlier with the person that was essentially executed, and the amount of violence that the black community has faced for, I mean, since they've been enslaved, since they were enslaved like hundreds of years ago. And since being freed from slavery and the Civil War, it has just been nonstop violence, white supremacist violence. It's constant, right? So we're not past that, and obviously suppression. All of this, all of this, everything falls into it. So my trying to get past what's freedom, what's next past freedom, it's hard, right? So trying to understand, hey, freedom is to be able to do things without a state bearing down upon you, to be able to do things without society pressuring you, right? You making your own decisions to an extent, right? There are going to be cultural things that stop you from doing things, whether you want to do them or not. I don't think that's right. I think people should be able to dress how they want, talk how they want, act like how they want. I think that's free, right? But then it goes into, are you hurting people? And that's why there's a lot of, and I know it can be watered down, but it's like, if you're not hurting anybody, what's the problem? It's a bit more watered down of an understanding of what freedom is. But I think those kinds of things are what like kind of encapsulate freedom and like the idea of it, and what its goals are essentially is just, you want a happier, better life, better life, living meaningfully, all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's really the end goal. And it's trying to move somewhere. It's trying to progress in a direction, where everybody can do it. It's trying to find that harmony, right? I think eventually we'll find some sort of harmony between having people, whether they are hateful or not, having them be able to express their hateful thoughts, but then being able to suppress those hateful thoughts with the counterpoints, with the other ideas, and to be able to stifle them, because they're always going to exist, right? They're not going anywhere. And so, you have to just accept that. And so whilst I waver on this idea of allowing hate speech, I waver on it all the time, especially seeing nowadays. I think it's still necessary. I don't think we can move away from that. But having a balance, right? There can be a way where everybody can do what they want, when they want, dress how they want, eat how they want, live how they want, within rules, and people can still be happy. And I think that's the goal. And I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say about it. I also, like I said before, I wanted to plant my flag here because I think it's important to talk about this. And I think it's important to bring this up. I don't think I'll talk about this too much more or too often. But I'm going to keep thinking about this. Obviously, this is stuff that's always on my mind. And like, what does it mean? Like, I'm trying to always think about like, okay, well, like, what's the end goal? Like, because I like usually working backwards to better understand stuff. And because the end goal is so fuzzy, because there's still so much that we need to overcome, at least here in the United States. And there's still a lot of like, there's still a lot of difference, right? There's still a lot of difference. And there's, obviously different countries doing different things. It's difficult. It's difficult. This is nowhere near a black and white issue. It's just not. There's just too many levels of this. Like what we were talking about earlier with Twitter, where like, hey, technically there's freedom of speech, but speech that counteracts hate speech is suppressed, and that hate speech is then boosted. So, like, obviously, that's not free speech. That's just artificially boosted speech, suppressed speech. Obviously, that's not free. There's nuance there. Or, you know, and talking about hate speech again, there's nuance with it where if you are talking about someone's speech being used as justification to hurt people, someone's speech being used to radicalize people into believing a certain set of ideas, which would then cause harm to a group of people. Obviously, that's wrong. Obviously, that's bad. But would suppressing that speech be good? I think of like here in the United States, there are certain voices that essentially are constantly advocating for the destruction of the country. I'll say it in that way. And so is freedom stopping those people? Is freedom suppressing those people? Because obviously that's counter to freedom. Let me say this. I think I came up with a good analogy, and I'll end with this. So, let's say okay. Give me a minute. Okay. So, let's say we have an apartment building. 10 people live here. Five of those people are your essentially friendly neighbor. Four of those people are so 5 of those people are your friendly neighbor. Essentially, they're your hey, they live in the apartment building, they're constantly setting up parties, they set up get-togethers, they check in, they see how you're doing. You know, they want to hang out, they want to know each other, they want to have a small community. Which is fine. 4 of the people are just your neighbors. These people don't really go out other than going to work, going to get groceries, but they don't really interact with the rest of the apartment complex. They don't really talk to people. We know who they are, but they don't really want to interact with us. We don't interact with them. That's fine. You know, they don't cause problems. They just live their lives. I think that's fine. But there's one person that lives in the apartment complex that wants to burn the apartment complex down. And every single week they set a fire to the apartment complex. Somewhere in they're trying to constantly set it on fire. They want the place to burn down. The 4 neighbors don't really care. They're just here. They're just living. They're paying their rent. They don't care. It's not their problem. Now, the five neighbors, half essentially say, now this is a crude example, but I think this is the most effective way to explain, in my mind, the modern day America. Half of them want to kick the person out, and the other half want to work it out. Okay. They want to try to reconcile our differences, figure out why the guy wants to keep burning the building down. And in the meantime, you know, we'll figure it out over time. Okay. And so there comes a problem where these 5 friendly neighbors have a problem. Where there's a difference on how you progress, right? And this is essentially where I think we are at as a country, where the 5 friendly neighbors are usually the more left-leaning people, and the other 5 are the more right-leaning. And the one person who wants to burn the whole building down is the far-right extremists. These are essentially your white nationalists, your Nazis. These are these people. And I'm like we were talking about earlier with freedom. It's not black and white, right? And I'm still trying to resolve how you think about freedom for everybody, how to live in harmony with people. When you have people in your apartment that are essentially just trying to destroy everything. And they have a say, right? They live there. They have a say. It's not a majority. It's barely it's a minority. It's a very, very, very small minority, but they still exist and they're always there. And you know, this is something I struggle with. And this is something why I wanted to talk about this. Well, this is part of the reason. I want to try to understand this better. I really do. And so, you know, I'll keep thinking about this, and we'll eventually come back to this. Probably. I've recorded this. I'm not sure if I'll post this as a video because it's too unstructured. It's not really that well organized. This is all just. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't too sure if I would even talk about this. I decided to talk about this maybe like 2 hours ago, so I never put anything together. But, you know, I think this is important. It's important to talk about. It's important to talk about where we're at, especially in the United States. It's important for me right now to put my flag in the camp of where I'm at. I'm not gonna, you know, I was wondering whenever I would talk about this, because eventually I would eventually talk about politics. I do care a lot. Obviously we won't make all our content about that, but you know. Anyway. We'll stop there for now. We'll stop there for now. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know this is like different, and it's pretty like all over the place. So I apologize for the sporadic nature of it all, but I felt like now if at any time was probably the best time to talk about this. Because you know, I am genuinely worried. I'm worried about my friends. Worried about, you know, my family. Obviously we're not in like imminent danger, but there's there's a lot of stuff going on, even past what I was just talking about. There's a lot going on, and so, you know, I'm not too sure where we're gonna end up at the end of the year. If I'm being honest, because it is an election year, and things are gonna heat up a lot. rhetoric isn't calming down. Rhetoric's only heating up. I was seeing a video out in Minneapolis of a crowd. This is the first time I've seen this here in the United States. But it was a crowd of people essentially chanting for the hanging. Okay, no, I've seen this before. Yeah, I've seen this before. I guess this isn't new. I haven't seen this in a while. I'll say that. I was seeing a crowd essentially calling for the hanging of the Department of Homeland Security head, and it's kind of crazy, but yeah, it's just not new. But it was done by the more left-leaning people, which is a very big difference from where they're usually at. So you know, it's bad, but I'm done talking about it. We're not talking about it anymore. We're gonna play some video games. Yay, video games. Yay. Yay. All right. Yay. All right. Yeah, so we're playing Last Epoch. It's a I'm not sure if you know of Diablo, but it's a Diablo style game. Looter, third person looter game. I've been eyeing it for like years now, and I've been wanting to buy it, but I was always like, I don't know. It was like $30, and so you know, I was like, maybe, but it was on sale. I'm like, oh. So I'm like, oh yeah, all right, let's go and buy it. And I have just been playing it constantly. And it's a lot more chill of a game. So we'll also I did want to mention that I am still working on that one Wereman's Meats review. I was thinking what I might do is I think once I get the script all finished and it's in a place where I'm happy with, I have like I think 10 plus pages. Yeah, I have like 10 plus pages of just like going through it all. Now maybe my font, because it's a 14-point font, and so maybe it's not as much as you'd think. I mean, it's a lot. I go through. I'm currently talking about free to play, how Wereman's Meats is free to play, what that means, what it looks like, what's interesting about it, and all that. So here in Last Epoch, we have a fire. I'm going like a fire build. Hold on. Music's so banger. Oh my god. We have to play MapleStory one day. One day I have to play MapleStory on stream. It's like, I can't believe I haven't done that. You know, it's funny. It's also kind of funny how like little I play Monster Hunter, even though I'm such like a fanatical fan of it. That's kind of funny. There you go. Like, you'd think I'd play it more, right? But yeah, anyway, we have like a fire. We have like a fire build. Yeah, so we have fireballs, we have like a meteor, we have this other like ball of fire that shoots other fire. We have this laser that just shoots fire. It's all just fire. And it's pretty cracked, if I'm being honest. It is pretty cracked. Oh, I guess I have, I'm sorry. I have my UI really big. Forgive me. My eyes hurt when I try to look at little. I'm getting old. No, I am. But am I? I don't know. I don't know. Is 30 old? I don't know. It sounds like it. It sounds like it. It sounds like old. And I say it out loud. And I'm like, nah. I feel like I'm like in my like early 20s. Because I still feel like a child. Yeah, I still like feel like a child like every day. But then I'm like, oh my God, I'm almost 30. I am not. I am nowhere near a child. Oh, but I have been trying to like, I am like trying to like, I'm obviously trying to sleep better. I'm trying to get more sleep. I'm trying to remember my promise. Did I go the wrong way? I just went the wrong way. I'm trying to get more sleep. I'm at least getting 7 hours. Because like sometimes, like the other night, I was sitting there working on the script. And it's kind of weird. Because I've never really had this kind of feeling. But as I was sitting there like typing away, I just kept typing and typing and typing. And I was like, oh, this is nice. And like, as I'm like thinking about these ideas, they're like kind of fleshing themselves out. And because I'm doing this over like a certain amount of time, or I'm doing this over like weeks, it like makes it like fresh, right? It's all like super fresh. Oh, shoot, fireball. And so because of that, I'll play the game more, and then I'll go back, and then I'll wait a day, and then I'll go back, and I'll type a bunch, and then I'll put a bunch on paper, and like I feel like they're really like well fleshed out ideas. Also, oh no, hold on. Okay, I have a lot of things I want to talk about. Yeah, so yeah, that's fun. I'm having fun like typing this stuff out, and like because I've never really been much of like a writer. I did. Oh. Okay. I did. Oh, I don't know if I should. I'm kind of tempted to read it, but I'm also. I typed out like a very like early like maybe like the first chapter to like a light novel. Because I had this idea for like you know like a light novel like anime like light novels. Or like, you know what I'm talking about? Like those kinds of things. I typed out like the first chapter for one. And like, I had a ton of fun in doing it. I just had so much fun. I never went back to like do more work on it. But that was like one of the first times I ever like really typed out like a story like that. Maybe one day, because I still have it saved. Maybe one day I'll share it. It's like I don't know if it's like cringy. I guess it doesn't matter. I think I just got to get over that. Being cringy doesn't matter, right? I mean, look at me. I'm like I'm like an anime guy with like horns and like cool hair. Like I don't. Come on. I mean, it's awesome, right? And I got like the suit on. It's sick. So, I mean, does any of this matter? Does any of that matter? Where am I going? Being cringy, I don't think matters. Yeah, so I'm just like progressing through the story. This is a pretty long campaign too, so It's taking a minute. I think max level is 80, and that's usually how I judge how far along I am. So I'm level like 50. So I'm like, I got like 30 more levels. But yeah, I'm enjoying doing that writing. And once I do finish, we will probably do, it'll be probably like a Friday deep dive. Where we sit there and we, I just kind of read through the script, you know, in our just chatting like section, like where we start the stream. I'll just sit there and read it out. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe that'll be fine. I mean, I don't know. 'Cause I think it's important to like have like the show kind of like part of it, right? I think that's important. I think it'd be fun too. And then I'll obviously go through and edit it, do B-roll and all that after the fact. That part will probably take the longest. Hopefully by next week I'll have it finished. Yeah, hopefully by next week I'll have the script finished. I'm gonna try to shoot for that. That way that way we can spend the rest of the month just editing it. I would like to get it out by the end of this month or the beginning of next month. But one thing I was gonna say is regarding the Friday shows is I think we might do a more unstructured approach at it, unless there's like a topic I really want to talk about like we did today. We won't have the deep dives because I want to like focus on like those longer videos, and I don't want to like take attention away from that unless it's like a thing that I can like quickly make a video about. But like I feel like today what we talked about, I won't make a video about it, although it is gonna be on stream, right? It is all saved on my like YouTube, so you know it's all gonna be there. It's all gonna be there. So I won't. There's a VOD. I mean, but otherwise we won't really. I'm not sure if we'll do the deep dives like we used to. Mostly because it was kind of weird, if I'm being honest, editing it. Because while I do like my overlay, I feel like the overlay is for the stream, not for YouTube videos, right? Yeah. And so I feel it feels kind of low quality when I just have like the stream overlay just in the video. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. But also, I don't know. Because I do like cutting back and forth to it. You know, having it pop up every once in a while. But not being like the predominant thing. And having like the little slideshow in the corner. Ugh, it's like kind of awkward. I don't know. But I think we will probably be moving away from Where Winds Meets. I don't know how long we've been like talking about it, but it's been a minute. It's been like months, right? I think it's been like months. And I think once I have the review out, there's not really much more I want to say about the game. Like, I think there was just an update yesterday. And so I think we'll probably play that on Tuesday. Maybe. I don't know. But like, other than like story stuff, it's not really, there's not really much difference that the game can have from where it is now. I mean, because I mean the game and how it works, it's kind of like this is like it, and they're just going to keep adding on to it. I mean, I think it's really good, but you know, one of the things that kind of bugged me about you might have heard all this already. I might just be repeating stuff you already heard. I'm just gonna do it anyway for the millions of people that are gonna watch this VOD. No, I'm gonna be honest. I just assume like everything I do online, it could potentially have like 1 million people watching. And so that's why I'm always like super careful about like what I'm saying and like privacy and all that. Because I just like assume that eventually I'm gonna have some like crazy like stalker trying to find me. That's and like trying to like do me harm and stuff. So you know, I always be careful. Because I do have like some family that like follow me on like some of my stuff, family and friends, and so I try to be careful not to like make sure people can't figure out that's who they are and like go after them. So stalking, yes, they're gonna try to steal boba. Yeah. Was it, who was saying that they were gonna kidnap boba? Wasn't it that person who joined us in our last Friday show? Was it? Weren't they saying that? I forget. I think that was them. Yeah, it was. Oh, bro. All right. Yeah, that person was pretty interesting. Yeah. So yeah, this is how the Friday shows are gonna be. And you know, obviously we're always doing different stuff. We're always doing different stuff. I'm trying to, because like I said before, I want to try to be able to do this in a way where I don't burn myself out, and I'm not like, oh, I can't out of because another thing also about the Where Winds Meet stuff is when we were going over the recap, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like the shorts that I've like made on it. I mean, they're fine, but like, I mean, they're well made, they're well researched and all that. I don't know. I just don't really think they're as interesting as like, just like us like doing different stuff and making clips, right? Like the different things we talked about, the different things we've like done. I think that's more interesting. And so like going forward, what we're going to be doing is basically what our clips are going to be, and like our YouTube shorts and our TikToks, is they're basically just going to be for like me to see what I did like in a year. So I'm going to like take the clips and they're just going to be like little snapshots in time of whatever I was doing. Rather than like, oh, edited, like, like content, just content or like slop for like slop's sake, or just, oh, I'm just trying to get some views. Like, I don't really care about any of that. I think I'm kind of over like trying to like grow the YouTube shorts or the whatever. I mean, you know, I'll make YouTube shorts whenever I make a bigger video, as a way to like advertise the video. But like past that, stream clips are gonna be just a way that at the end of the year we can look back and like, oh wow, I forgot I did that. I forgot I was talking about that. Like, ah ha ha, so funny. Funny haha, that kind of stuff. Who's this?
I see that the invaders have been
Architect
dispatched.
Leeth.
Your efforts towards the defense of Thetima will be recognized. The attacks are getting
Okay.
worse. I am Leah. No.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
If there is
Yeah.
I
Uh-huh.
see that
Uh-huh.
the- I am Leah. No. For now,
Uh-huh. Yeah,
do
I
not enter in Thetima, unless you wish to continue your assistance.
farewell. And I want to do the shorts like that, mostly because I'm gonna be honest, I don't really watch TikToks anymore. I don't really watch TikToks or like YouTube shorts like directly anymore. The only places I see them are on like Twitter. So I see them like secondhand like TikToks. Oh, yeah. Does this have anything I'd want? No, not really. Okay. Yeah, I don't really watch like TikToks or like YouTube shorts. I used to watch YouTube shorts a lot. Oh, okay, no. I will watch YouTube shorts if they pop up. Like if I see other VTubers, I'll watch their shorts because usually they're like doing something interesting, or like one of the Hollow Live, they'll like be promoting their new song and they'll be dancing along with it. And I like watching those. Those are fun. But like other than that, I don't like actively go in like the YouTube shorts like section, because like I said, I did for a while, but what the heck? Does not fit. Yeah, I did for a while, but at some point, I stopped and my algorithm reset. And at some point I was like, all right, I just don't care anymore. I do not care to try to fix my algorithm. I took forever to actually get the algorithm to that state in the first place. Like years. I would literally like tailor my algorithm to give me what I want. And like sometimes it would like reset. It would be the most frustrating thing. Like I would just be like watching, like scrolling. Like, have you ever like doom scrolled? Like where you just sit there and you just scroll for like hours. Sometimes when I had like a really hard day at work before I was doing like the streaming, I would literally just sit there getting home, just like sad, and just scroll for like hours and hours. And like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like sometimes you need that. I haven't needed to do that in a while though. And because I'm always like working on like streaming stuff, I just don't. So that's good. Also, I'm probably just not as depressed anymore. So, you know, that helps. Yeah, I didn't want to reset my algorithm and like tailor it again. I just kind of gave up. I'm like, all right, well, guess I'm never watching YouTube shorts again. I just don't watch them. Like I just don't. I like Twitter because I like seeing people talk about stuff, and I like learning about stuff. Typical, right? Very typical. Yes. Learning man wants to learn things. Yes. We understand. Go back to the library, learning man. Where is this quest? Oh, did I miss it? I think I have to bump this volume up. Hiya! Here, I gotta turn this anyway, what was I saying? Oh. What was I saying? I was talking about something. Friday shows, I covered that. Shorts. Yeah, so we're gonna do shorts on stuff I'm interested in rather than stuff I'm not interested in. What? No. We're gonna do shorts as just like clips or snapshots in time that we can come back to later. Yeah, so I was thinking what we'll do is at the end of the year, we'll have like a year-end doom scroll, right? So we'll just doom scroll through all of our shorts we made from that year. I think that'll be fun. That'll be fun. What else? What else? Oh. Happening here. Oh. All right. This is interesting. What was that? We're just going up floors. See, the thing is like the enemies aren't really that hard because like got like a pretty cracked build. Okay, no, I say that, but then he just like took half my health and like I single hit. So I don't know. Maybe they are a bit harder than I thought. Oh. Get to 100 stacks. 100 stacks of heat. Oh, why did Bro show up? Peek within their pages. Most pages are about notes, supplies, nautical charts, schematics for bizarre constructs. Peer deep within a section, it seems more personal. I don't know how much longer I can go on. Centuries ago, Lagon served a fisherwoman, destined for nothing more than to die at the hands of pirates and gifted with her power. Power to what end? To rule his domain while he sulks down in his temple, to distract and coddle him so his subjects are spared from his tantrums. The people call me Lagon's right hand. I'm no more than a nursemaid for a divine toddler that can destroy the lives of every soul on this coast, and I don't fulfill my duty. Oh, if I don't, sure. Lore drop. I don't know what they're talking about. Being honest, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm not following the lore too intently. I just like hitting the button. Hit the button, collect the loot. Loot man. Put the loot in the bag, little bro. I thought the bird people are just like running in place. Why are they just running in place? Yeah, another thing is I have been getting more sleep. I have actually been getting more sleep. I try to. I really do. I'm really trying to make an effort at it. There's like bags under my eyes still, but that's fine. They'll go away eventually, right? It's natural, right? I am going. Another thing I'm doing is I'm doing like stretches and stuff like before bed, and that's like helped. That's helped. Freedom at last. Oh shoot. All right, I need to go turn this stuff. I have too much crap. No, none of this is good. Yeah, but the stresses have helped. And this isn't new, but I am trying to eat better as well. I have it like mostly figured out. Like my diet and stuff and like what I eat for lunch and all that. Like I try to get like as much protein in the day as I can. And I think it's already like helping. I'm not really too sure exactly what it does, but I think it does help. I think it does help. But yeah, I'm eating like a lot more chicken, and I've been eating like healthy lunches for like a long time now, so that's not really new. I stopped eating like super high sodium stuff like at least like half or more a year ago. What am I saying? 6+ months ago. There you go. I said it. Yay. I can speak partially. Yeah, I cut out all the like super high sodium stuff because it was just like messing up my stomach. I felt awful. Although I'm not sure if it was like the sodium. That would not be wise. Yeah, I don't know if it was the sodium, but it would like mess me up. I'm just like, ugh. Oh, shoot. Ah, perfect. Shoot, I should. Oh my god, I have so many of these. Ugh. Shop. Alright, where is... Okay. These need their own section. Jeez. Fire aura. Okay, let's yeah, I've been eating a lot healthier, which is good. That way I live longer, which is also good. That is also good. Most of my problem that I have is sweets. That is where most of my problems lie. And so trying to overcome that is difficult. It is a difficult, very, very much so. Do I got any more mana? Increase mana? No. What is this? Okay. All right. That there, that there. It's there. Okay, that's that. Let's put this. that. Sort this. Okay, let's eh, eh, there you go. Organization. Oh, hold on. Because I want it to be like nice looking. Right? There we go. How about we put these over here? Wish you could like drag and just so many. Yeah, most of my problem I have with is sweets. I can't like not eat sweets. I just can't, bro. It's so hard. It's so difficult. So I try to like separate. I try to put myself in positions where I can't. There's just no sweets to eat, and I find that's usually the best position. If there's just no options, it's pretty easy. What is this? This is a ring. I don't need a ring. That over there. What else we got? We got a sword. I don't want a sword. Whatever this is. Don't need that. Okay. All right. Where is... Go to the forge. I got to dismantle a bunch of this stuff. Dismantle that. So this game, it has prefixes on all the stuff. So plus 15% spell damage. Or increase 15% spell damage. You can put that on other items, but you need a shard. So if I take this and use a rune of shattering, I can shatter that and then get the spell damage shard, which then allows me to put those shards on other things. And you need so many shards to do stuff. You need so many shards to like you need so many fire shards to like upgrade fire stat. So you need more fire damage, you need more fire shards. So because I want more fire damage, I got to try to find items that have fire damage, break them, get some more fire damage shards. So that way, whenever I get new pieces of armor, I can have those shards. That and screw it. Okay. All right. May I help you? Okay, sure. I did the thing, I guess. Yeah, yep. Farewell. Where's... Do I have like a side quest? We got a side quest somewhere around here? Around here. A side quest somewhere around here. No. No. Down here? No. My eyes. Huh? Down here? No. Heck. Oh, what about over here? Yes. All right, get over here. What? All right. Oh, yes. What the heck? Storm Rider. Storm Isles. Oh, I got you. Have early launch because I work in the afternoon. Okay, yep. Bye, Lily. Have a good weekend. See you later.
The traveler sets in, eager to make it to the Isle of Storms.
Make it.
The ship is secure. Should reach the pier.
Bye bye. Bye bye. See ya. See ya.
Careful. Lagon's not used to visitors.
The Isle of Storms, complete with its capricious guard.
All right. Moonlit Shrine. I don't think it. Dude, this fireball's crazy. Kind of crazy that there's no streamers streaming this game. That is kind of crazy. I don't think there's anybody else streaming this game. It is not. That's kind of crazy. That's actually kind of crazy. For 115,000 followers, it's only 5 videos. What is this? Only 1,000 people playing. Damn. What happened? Oh, this must have been. I guess it was always just good. Although I guess like I don't know. It's kind of crazy. This game's a lot of fun, so I don't know. What else are we gonna talk about? So we're getting more sleep. We're eating well. Trying to get trying to manage our weight a bit. Do all that. Yep. Fire damage. Pierce fireball chance. Sure. I don't. Usually I can never get that affix on stuff because my affixes are full, but fuck it, bro. I'll take it. Shark of the Ox. No way. They have Ox sharks. That's Insano style. Insano mode. Insane work. Oh, another thing. So, yeah, with us moving away from with us moving away from Where Winds Meets, the question is, what are we gonna do next? And so what we are instead going to do is we're going to jump from game to game like we were doing before. Because I enjoy that more. That's it. I enjoy doing that more. Cause like, man, I tried, dude. I really tried. I just kind of lose interest. I can't stick with one thing for like a year. And I was saying that, yeah, this is what I'm going to do. But I'm just like, I'm looking at it. I'm like looking at Where Winds Meets. And I'm like, bro, there's just not that much stuff to do. And it's like, what else can I even make videos about? And like, I would have to really be forcing myself to make videos. And I'm just like, do I want to do that? I'm just like, not really. I want to enjoy doing this and make videos around it and make shows about it, do different things, make different videos, try different stuff. Have fun with it all. Do variety stuff. You know. Is that the best way to grow? I mean, it can be. Not really, but I'm obviously, I feel like I'm not like below average on most of the stuff I do. I think I'm a little bit. I'm average, which is better than most. The bar is that low. The bar is so low that being average is better than most, which is contradictory. So if most aren't average, then average isn't average. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. The math's not mathing. Whoa. Is this in the No. That is not, it's not the end of time. I do like the time travel mechanic. I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool. I do think that's quite interesting. Yeah, I can't focus on one game. Man, I just can't, dude. I can't make guides, dude. I tried. I did try. Let it be known. Let it be known. I did try to make guides on Where Winds Meet. I did try. I really fucking did. But before that, before I started trying it, I was like, I don't like this. I'm just not that type of person to like do that kind of stuff. I like talking about stuff, and I like doing like deep dives on stuff, and I like doing like essay stuff. But like past that, I'm not really much of a here's a guide, like popping them every week. This week, those are like daily guide. Like, no, bro, I can't. I just can't. Feels like I'm posting slop. That's what it feels like. Because, oh, what happened to my? Oh, there you go. Because I was looking at the videos and I'm like, ugh. I like being able to look back at my videos like a year from now and being like, yeah, no, this is still kind of relevant, right? Like I like that. I like having evergreen stuff. I really like it because I like being able to go back and like look at that stuff. And I like talking about different ideas and like different topics. I really do enjoy it. Like our Call of Duty video, our Vampire Survivors video, our what is good character video, what we just talked about earlier. I don't think I'll make it a video, but you know, it'll at least be in the discography, and I might make some shorts about it, just so we have it. Like, oh yeah, I forgot I did this. Yeah, here, let's go back and watch that. That kind of thing. Cool. And I like that, and I feel like not having that by only doing Where Winds Meet stuff, which I like the game, but it's not really rewatchable. It's like a one-time watchable thing. It's like, all right, man, that's not. That's it, man. That's not really. That's it. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I was a bit disappointed by it. Right? I was a bit disappointed looking at that. I'm like, oh, yeah, for the past couple months, I've only posted this. Like, I haven't really... There hasn't been any other funny moments or, like, other funny stuff I've done. I've only been focused on, like, let me make guides. Right? I did enjoy it. I did learn a lot, which is good. But, you know. Maybe we'll find another game we can know life. I don't know. That we like do stuff on. Take my own unique spin on talking about a game. I mean, obviously we have one more Where Winds Meet video left in us. And I think we'll still continue playing the game. But obviously not to the same extent that we have been. Not to the same extent. Ugh. Damn, two-handed sword. What the hell? Instantly kill enemies that are left below 60% health. I gotta make like a melee character. There's so many cool melee weapons. I think I already made one, but I made a paladin, but I feel like I should go back and try it again. I'm gonna be honest. I was very close to just completely dropping this game and not playing it anymore. I was this close. Warpath. Is Warpath like a class? Oh, welcome. Hold on. Welcome. Does it work? Welcome. It's not working. One of the Sentinel skills. Sentinel. Must be one of the classes. Yeah, so I was going to drop the game. Why was I going to drop the game? I was going to drop the game because it just wasn't really... What is this? Hello. Oh, you're from Bihar. Yeah, it just wasn't... There was just something about it. It just wasn't... For whatever reason, I just wasn't vibing with it. And like that night, that first day I went to bed, I was like, I don't know. But then, actually, funny enough, another season rolled around. I'm not sure. Okay. Oh. All right, sure. Whoa. Yeah, so another season rolled around, you know, the current one. And, it kind of forced me to make a new character because it's like, oh, your old character turned into a legacy character. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I want to play the new season. Because that's how it is in like Diablo, where you got to make a new character. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I don't really care too much about that. I very much am the kind of guy who likes to start over, and I love the progression grind. I love it. I very much love it. So I'm like more than happy to. But I was playing the Paladin, and this is just a slower seasons. Oh, is this season like slower than the other ones in previous seasons? But yeah, I was playing the Paladin. I think it's a Paladin. Sentinel? I think he said Sentinel. Yeah, I got to level 8 before I had to go to bed. And then so then the season came around, I picked a new character, and I picked Wizard. And I usually like playing like barbarians, like melee and stuff first, and then I'll play like a wizard class. And since picking the wizard, I've just had a ton of fun. It just feels so good. Like this combat feels so much better. And like maybe I just didn't get it. And so maybe that's part of it. Maybe I just didn't get it. I have like a better grasp. It's longer seasons. Oh, really? Gotcha. March is the next season. Wow. 3 months? Okay. All right. That's fine, I guess. I mean, because I've played for like... I played for a while, and I'm only like level 50, so... I mean, it seems like the campaign's like really long. Which, I mean, I'm fine with. That's kind of how Diablo is. Is it? I don't know. Because usually by the time you hit level 50, I can play endgame stuff. Yeah, you can play endgame stuff. So you can spend a lot of time in the endgame. Yeah. Yeah, I was actually, because like at some point, like, because I have like a fireball or like a fire build right now, You don't have to finish campaign. Oh, you don't? Really? That's crazy. Wow, that's interesting. That's an interesting way. Can you just hit it? Oh, you can just go into it once you hit a certain level, or is it always just kind of like there? Oh, heading into it. I guess I ran out of monsters to fight. Oh wow, okay. I think I'm actually getting there. Oh, I need 21,000. Once you hit end of time. Oh, really? Huh. Oh wow, you get it pretty early on, don't you? The heck? I already got past end of time. I really liked end of time. I do like the time travel mechanic. I think it's really cool. And end of time is pretty foreboding of like a thing, like like an idea. So I was like kind of interested to see what that would look like. And like the town. Oh, gold lizard. The town at the end of time, like when you have like the music on, it's actually like pretty like calm. It's kind of weird. It's strangely like calm. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know, I guess that kind of makes sense, because at the end of time, I mean, it would be pretty calm, right? It wouldn't. Oh, is that where the dungeons are? Oh, I think I saw people in chat talking about dungeons, and I'm like, what dungeons? I haven't seen any dungeons. Yeah, the end of time like town is like really like relaxing, kind of strangely so. I'll check it after I get through here. Dodge rating. No. Yeah, at first I was just picking up like everything, and then I was seeing in the chat that you shouldn't do that. Wait, did I ask that? No, I asked that. Maybe? I don't know. I saw something about how, hey, you know, you shouldn't pick up everything, and I was like, how everything doesn't really cost much when you like sell it. This again, brother. This is like a worse roll than the one I got before. Come on. Yeah, so everything costs like super little. It doesn't, you don't get much money for like selling stuff. And so then I got a loot filter. I went online and found a loot filter. And I guess that's kind of helped. Oh, here we go. Set item, unique item, runes. Just break everything for forging. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I figured out what items, like I figured out like the affixes. Because at first I was like, I don't know what's happening. This game is, to me, this game seems like a kind of middle ground in complexity between Diablo and Path of Exile. You know, where Diablo is very, very like, it's not like it's not like there's no complexity, but I mean, it's like the kind of game you play on a couch, right? And like Path of Exile seems like spreadsheets. That's what it seems. That's the kind of vibe I get from it. I played it, but it's just like, I don't know. It's also too dark. I don't like how dark it is. Like its tones are too dark for me. I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I guess. Also, the game is really dark. This game is a lot more colorful, and I like that. Although, is Diablo? I guess Diablo is just as dark. I don't know. I feel like Diablo has a lot more color than Path of Exile. I don't know. It's like a vibe. Maybe the vibes are more. I don't know. Yeah, but this game, it's kind of like a middle ground in the complexity between the two. What are these called? AARPGs. Yeah. PoE 2 has more color. Really? Yeah, I've been wanting to play Path of Exile 2, but when I heard that it was going to go free to play, I was like, I'm not going to buy it. It's so every couple months, I look up, is Path of Exile 2 free yet? And it never is. I guess it's supposed to go into 1.0, which is 1.0 launch, I guess, is when it's supposed to go free to play, but that's gonna happen later this year, something like that. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna wait. And then I'll play it then. But I mean, it seems like really in depth. It seems so in depth that it might be a bit too much. But I guess that's fine. I don't know. Have you played it? I played Path of Exile 1. I played it on the Xbox when it came to there. And I mean, it was a lot at first, I'm gonna be honest. But I like these kinds of games. I've played a lot of these kinds of games. Yeah, I played a lot of these kinds of games, so, you know, I'm not. Is better? Wins better? All right. I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, my thing is always the complex. It's just it always seems like too much. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's a me problem. Yeah, it's more trading on console dies. Oh yeah? Huh. I would just play it on console because that's all I had then. Haven't crossed really? After all this time? You'd think they would have done that by now. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Q is to okay, that's where they're like, all right, guys, you know, let's just do the second one. It's like, well, what about the first one? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, but I don't know. I like Path of Exile. I think it's fun. It feels a lot more grounded. Like where Diablo feels a lot more, I don't know, because I played a lot of Diablo 3. So when I think of Diablo 4, they two games kind of meld together. Like the vibes I get and the feeling I get from playing it, they kind of feel the same. But Diablo 3 is a lot different than, okay, Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. I'll say that. Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls is a lot different than like base Diablo 4. Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls feels a lot more floaty. It's very arcadey, which is one of the reasons I like it. Oh my goodness. All right, come on, guys. Chill out. Jeez. Oh. Uh-oh. I have no mana. Uh-oh. Yeah, it feels a lot more floaty. Diablo 4, because I still have that like kind of floaty arcade feeling from Diablo 4 or 3. Those like memories and those feelings kind of carry over to 4. But Path of Exile feels a lot more grounded. It feels like a lot more like grounded. And a lot heavier. I had to like assign something. Which is something I do like about it. Oh, hey, Rune Shattering. All right. Ooh, what is this? Void damage. Void. What's void? I haven't gotten any quiver. Bleed. Oh, all right. Void. What's void? Static? Void. Void? What's void damage? I haven't seen void damage. I've seen like elemental. Fire, sir. Shatter. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anywho, Void Knights. Is that like a subclass or a specialization? What, for like Sentinels? Oh, yeah, it is. Sentinels. Yep. Actually, that was the class I was going to go for because it sounded cool. Oh, also, I think one of the reasons I didn't really like vibe with Paladin too much is because I didn't really understand what its like attacks were. So I didn't know what to go after. And so, but like with Wizard, because I knew like, oh, Fireball sounds cool, or like shooting like lightning. I'm always like a big Chain Lightning fan. But I saw Fireball and I'm like, okay, we'll go like full fire. So I have a full like fire setup. You know, I got the Disintegrate Beam, which is spec'd into fire. Fireball, obviously. I got Meteor. This, whatever this thing is. Ball that shoots at shrapnel. But it didn't really start kicking into high gear until I got the Soul Fire, like unique item. Dude, this thing is crazy. Yeah. Can you guys stop attacking me? I'm trying to explain. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so the... Alright, bro. Not cool, man. Not cool. Who's attacking me? Anyway, yeah, whenever I get a fire kill, it like speeds up my cast time and it also increases the damage. That added on to the already increasing in cast time and my other bonuses I'm getting from being spec'd into a Fireball. It just goes crazy. It goes crazy. And I really like it. It's a ton of fun just to hold down my Y button and just like let loose. Focus grants a chance to chill. You teleport to no. Focus grants additional resistance. Sure. I'm not really too sure what else I can. All right. Oh boy. Whoa, what is this? Okay. What am I looking at? Oh, shit. Oh, she's just standing in the middle there. Lagon is a god, I'm assuming. I must speak with Lagon. Your death shall be quick. Oh, damn, bro. Ah. Oh, teleport away. Yeah, but the ignite. I guess this is like more an ignite build. I don't know. Well, I don't know what specifically you call it, but I mean, it gets to. I can like very easily get to over 100 ignite stacks like within like a couple seconds, and it just does insane damage. I love it. Love it. What do we got? Armor per raw. Ignites all tick. Yeah, yeah, I know. I got the once I saw where is it? Yeah, once I saw this Ice and Fire, so the ignites have unlimited stacks. Poison and Bleed Marksman. Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, once I saw the unlimited ignite stacks, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I'm like, all right, I'm going all in. I am going all in. And it's turned out really well. Usually I don't make my own kinds of builds for these games because it's usually like too complicated. So I just like follow a build. But also I think it's also important to have oh, hello. Oh, that's just his. Okay. Oh, shoot. All right. Oh, I got stunned. Yeah, I think it's also important because if I make the build, I have a better understanding of what's going on with the game, which helps me with my understanding of the game. Because one of the things usually with these types of games is there's just so many items you just don't really know, like what where the limitation is you just don't know what you can do, right? That's usually what those builds help with. They let you know like, hey, there's these items in the game, and then you know you can work with this kind of stuff. Like these things are possible in the game. Ow. I gotta survive the trial. Okay. Fools. Whoa. Oh, we're back at it. We're back at it. Yeah, and I got obviously got a Craterborn with the everything is just like really like heavily focused on the fireball. Fireball doing as many ignite stacks as possible. No, stop stunning me. I'm trying to stack my ignite. Jeez. Get him. Come on. Oh my god. Ha 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 ha. Why is bro laughing? Enough. I've grown tired of this. You've entertained me. Now why have you come here? Majasha, I don't know who that is. All right, they just said 3 names. I have no clue. I know who's Herod. He's that like I was gonna say a horse guy, but he's just not a horse at all. His lance. Okay. God, sit down. Oh, that's a man. That's a man. Oh, I said it right. Okay, mundane. Fine, I'm going. I could have called him a washed up god. That's crazy. That'd be funny. So some of the dialogue options are like kind of like why would I say this? Oh, it was like early in the game. And it's like, why would I ever say this to this person? Like what? Like what? Why am I being so mean? Like what did they do to me? Can I go through here? Oh, there you go. Okay. Oh, hello. All right. Greetings. Oh. We're shattering. Gimme. Here, let me drop some of this stuff off. Where's the chest? Here it is. Oh boy. It's starting to get a little tricky. That's there. That's there. That's there. Okay. Yeah. This goes down here. Let's put these up here. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Yeah, I got the same thing. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this crappy roll. Oh, actually. This is just a straight up worse roll. I'm getting rid of this. Get out of my stash. That there. I think. Here we go. I gotta organize this part. This is so much. This looks so much nicer than this. Boop. And boop. All right. What is this? Oh, this is Void. Oh yeah, Void Knight. That's right. I guess I'll put it down here. Here, let's put pendants over here. Are these all? These are all amulets. Let's put amulets over here. Let's put rings right here. This is a fatal. Where does this go? Oh. If you only have one singularity equipped. Cannot deal strong. What's the singularity? 8% more if you only have one singularity. I don't know. I can't deal crit though. Get out of here. Get out of my inventory. Let's go back over there. Pyromancers. Oh, maybe some more. Can I break these Tempest Malls down? Oh, I guess we're gonna see. Factions. What? It's factions? Item factions. The heck? Oh, wow, this must be like later on. Okay. Ah, more loot. Fantastic. Ow. Okay. Unlocked during campaign. Fantastic. Love it. Bazaar's trade. That's where people are talking about trading. The bazaar. Okay, well, all right, cool, fantastic. Forge. Can I break down these? I can't. All right, that's fine. Crit strike chance. What else we got? Oh, oh, ignite. Oh, that works. Yeah, we get the fire damage. You get the ignite. More fire damage. Spell damage and damage over time. Fire damage. Yep. Pierce chance with fireball. Yeah, I can never get the pierce chance with fireball. Oh, I didn't even get it. What's up with that? Where is it? Yeah, I can never fit the pierce chance with fireball onto my stuff. So like oh, come on, scroll. You have a 25% chance. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? I have no forging potential anymore. Boo. Boo. This has nothing. I got to get a better offhand. This is level 30. I'm level 50. This is level 36, brother. This is level 14. I do like this ring, though. Do I have any other rings? Ward. 14% increased spell damage. I mean, what's my... This is critical strike chance. What is my critical strike chance? My critical strike chance is 8%. All right, bro. There's no point even having that. Does that count? Okay, so let's take it off. Does that count like right away, or is it only is it only like factored into? Ah, it did go down. Okay. All right. I don't do freeze, so I thought I had another ring. Not really worth it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I'm losing 30% crit strike. So I'm thinking just this damage right here, because this is a 14% increased damage, 21% increased elemental damage over time. So that's helping with the dot. It's just straight up damage. Fire resistance. Oh, I get more mana. 7% more. Oh, shoot. Yeah, because I have another item. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's this. Oh, you use that. Oh, wow. All right. All right. Yeah, but if I get over 300 mana, I get 50% or another 25% more fire damage, which would be helpful. I got room up here. I don't think any of these are. Oh my god, 21% fire damage. Hold on. Fire aura. I have no aura, so that's not gonna happen. Sorry. Not gonna happen. Ow. Uh, I don't think I can. Why is this locked? Who locked this? Fire aura is pretty good. Okay. All right. I don't think I skills. Actually, no. I think I do get fire aura. Is that? Is this fire aura? Ward. Gain a burst of ward. I thought Flame war costs less mana. Oh wow. Okay, this is actually pretty good. Oh yeah, here you go. While active, grants you fire aura. I think one of my things does give me fire aura. Might disintegrate me. Yeah, here we go. No? Oh yeah, here you go. Yeah, there's a chance. 100% chance per second. So yeah, I have fire aura with fire ward. Ah, yeah, there you go. Typo, it's a typo. Typo. You meant that the whole time. Typo. I need. Do I have anything else that gives me mana? I don't think. Armor. Damage over time. Ugh, no mana. This is crazy. Put this there. What is this? Look how disorganized this all is. This looks awful. Here, let's make this look nice. Like, come on, man. What are we doing? Is there? Oh, hello. Do I have anything here? Vitality. Health on kill. I feel like health on kill isn't good. This is just, you're just taking so much damage. It's not really, unless you have other like things that boost that. 1% spell damage leech while channeling. I don't have lightning. Okay, I don't think. Fire damage. There's fire damage. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Why do I have this? What am I doing? This here. Health on kill isn't bad, but it's bad on mages. Oh, I gotcha. I guess that makes sense. Because we're so squishy. Why is there a middle thing here? Who did this? Ward on kill is better. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I have. I think I do. I think I do. Although I'm not sure if it gives me much. Oh, here we go. Why does this point keep going down? Spreading flames. There's enemies. Base crew. Where? I thought I had Fireballs increase cast speed. It deals more damage for each extra projectile. Multiplicative. No longer fires extra projectile. Okay, no, I don't like that. I'm not sure if this will do more damage or less damage. Probably gonna do less damage. Damage per extra projectile, but it no longer fires extra projectiles. Huh? What's that mean? Okay. Let's. Where is reduce the enemy fire resistance? I don't want to do it just to see. I'm not sure if I'll like it. I think I can respec individual. I can. All right, screw it. Let's see what happens. I can't do spells here. Okay, I think we're here. I gotta sell this stuff. Get out of my inventory. Damn, you get a ton of money for that. All right. 2. Robbed. Got robbed. Hey guys, I killed a god. What? I've killed multiple gods at this point. You understand? What? It's like, what? Yeah, what was I supposed to do? She tried to kill me. Like, I don't know. She was standing inside of like cubes. I don't know. There were moving cubes. I didn't know what was happening. She just started trying to kill me. Like, I mean, what am I supposed to do? Okay, here, before we move on, I need to go back here. I gotta do these side quests. Yeah, I gotta do these side quests. Just see if I can get some passive. I know some quests give you passives. Oh, here we go. This way. Yeah. I'm not really understanding it too well because like because it says for every extra projectile you shoot you get or is it okay, I'm not understanding it too well. I still do a ton of damage. I do like the open the door and soar. Oh, the Bastion dungeon. Okay. All right, here we're I don't like that. Respec. Move that. Yep. Put it yeah. Crit chance pierces costs more. Oh, I just straight up lose it. All right, cool. Love it. I love that. That's so cool. That's awesome. Yeah, that's happened a couple times. I started focusing in like lightning before I really like knew what I wanted. And so I lost like a bunch of those points. But it seems as if I think I already got this. Go for the homing. Homing. I think I already have that. Did I already have that? Oh, here. The one that seeks? I can go after that, yeah. I can go after that next. Go after that next. So I'm not really too sure because I've already gotten everything I want. I like having like super, super high cast speed. I'll go after that next. I feel like I gotta get a better offhand. I have not upgraded my offhand in a minute. It has no more forging potential. And when I was upgrading it, I forgot to put a scroll on. So I barely got any upgrades. Oh, here's the thing. Did I just run past it? I feel like I just ran past it. Hello? Sure. What? Oh, brother, I gotta start doing something. I gotta gather eggs. Okay. I guess I can do that. Picking up eggs, yep. Put them in my pocket. Where do they go? I could go right after homing for Fire Blast. Oh, okay. What is that? I'll check that. Oh, whoa. Where'd you guys come from? Guys, chill out. Oh, Flame Burst. All right. Hitting the same enemy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds fun. Fireballs for Flame Burst 5. How many do I shoot at now? I think 5. So I just do a flame burst like just constantly. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy mode. And it's 0 mana cost. What, the flame burst? Oh, yeah. Love it. Do. Oh, you're doing lightning? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been kind of wanting to do lightning because there's a bunch of lightning. Like, I like meteor, but it feels like there's a bunch more, lightning stuff because there's fireball, meteor, and volcanic orb, but like that's it. But we have lightning blast, static orb. I guess the same amount. Mana strike, that's not lightning. That's not lightning. Well. Black hole, that's not lightning. Shadow strike, surge. It is surge. Firebrand. You can set points in other sub. Oh, really? What's this? Flame Reeve. Doo. Yeah, you didn't know that. All right. I didn't know that either. We're both learning. Did I get to all the... I need 8. I thought it was 6. Jeez. Your class, not skills. Oh. I see what you're saying. Oh, your passives? For, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you can like put stuff into here. What are you talking about? Huh. So I just never thought about that. Ah, yeah, interesting. Huh. I guess I didn't really... Oh, maybe... Oh, so it's chained up probably because you're not that thing. Right? But if you were that thing, you can access the last of the things. This is all ward based. Yeah, wards. Lots of... Oh, really? Not really? Okay. All right. Melee fire damage. I don't do any of that. Fire aura. Aura. A lot of cast speed stuff. Oh, really? Okay. Read, in a row. Additional health. Okay. Ignite chance with fire. That's pretty good. Increase damage over time. That's also pretty good. Your armor shred chance is converted to frostbite. Oh, okay. Traversal skill, your next non-channel. Will give you ward the more you use it. Oh, okay. And wards are just like an overshield, right? Gotcha. Interesting. I see. Melee attacks. I don't do melee, so. Oh, yay. Thank you. Appreciate the follow. Oh, yay. Where are we at? Oh, let's go down here. I guess I'll have to look into that more. Because I was looking at some of the because I'm sorcerer. I'm like, there's not really, there's like a couple more There's like a couple more of these passives I want to go into, but there's, you know, there's not really. Oh wow, mana gain especially as a ward. Archmage, you have additional spell damage. You have a chance to refund a portion of the mana cost of your skills unused. These values are doubled if you have 1,000 mana. That's crazy. That's insane. Elemental resistance, elemental damage. Okay. Let's go up to 50%. Yeah, 4. Bro, I'm level 55 and I have 251. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? I got a lot of health though. I got a lot of health. You have more than, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I just I don't know how I did it. I guess I'm just, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm getting like 2-shot. Oh, okay. No. I don't get 2-shot, but I can very easily get 2-shot. Yeah, 400 ward, yeah. Yeah, I can get pretty easily 2-shot if I'm not paying attention. Which I guess doesn't really help having it doesn't, having the health doesn't really matter. Maybe it does, I don't know. I would like more mana. That's what I would like. I would like to be able to just spam fireballs if I'm being honest. But I do have a focus. I do have focus. So that way I can get back like all my mana like super quick. And so if focus wasn't didn't have as long of a cooldown, I could probably just spam fireballs. There's probably some way where you can just spam fireballs constantly. Whoa. I'll pick that up. Passives. Yeah, so here I have duration. I'm wondering, maybe I should switch to increase mana per point. I don't like that. Yeah, I think we'll go with this. We're going to go upgrade that because I feel like I need more defensive stuff. I feel like my offensive is fine. I'm not really hitting any walls. I'm just like, my dots are burning through everything. And my dots are just burning through everything. So I feel like damage, I'm fine. Like I'm keeping up with the scaling. Don't need any of that. Yeah, I need more defensive stuff. That's what I need. So going with ward stuff. Let's find my crew. Oh, okay, gotcha. What song is this? This isn't like Personas. Get rid of that. Okay, that works. Oh boy. How long have we been going? Oh my god, I've been going almost 3 hours. What the heck? What's up with that? Have plasma when you're having fun. I do like this disintegrate. The sharks are tough. What the heck? I forgot I had that in there. What the heck? Why did that activate? Why'd that chat activate? It's been hours. What? Okay, sure. Sure. Yeah, check out our latest YouTube video. It's crazy. Oh, boba. Huh? Not working? Boba. Really? It's just none of this working? Brother. Come on, man. Boba. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Thank you. Jeez. How about... Did it? Welcome. Brother, why are my voice controls not working? Welcome. I'm mumbling. Ugh. Welcome. 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 Ah. Okay. All right. This shit's working. Oh boy. What's tomorrow? Saturday? Oh boy. Bro, why do I gotta work on Saturday, dude? Bro, who set that schedule for me? That's crazy. Who set that schedule for me? That's insane. Can't believe it. What is this skill that's spinning around me? Can I get this? Is this a thing I can get? I think there's necromancy in this game, right? Man, see, you know the problem? Like the main problem is that I want to play every class all at the same time. I just want to try them all. Where am I going? Return to stranded captain. Oh, I gotta go all the way around. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I just want to play all the classes. I just want to play all of them, like right now, at the same time, because I want to try them all. And it's not fair that I can't do that. I think I gotta go this way. Oh, I'm getting distracted. Stop. No, stop. Leave me alone. Try to turn in a quest. Oh my god, I'm just melting through them. Came back to life. That's crazy. Oh. Going the right way now. Crabs, small crabs. Uh-oh. You got... Ha ha ha. Dark glaive. Flagration. Oh, bro's back. What do we got? Nothing. Nothing. Can't believe it. Here we go. Oh, new passive. Not exactly too sure. Where did those guys come from? Not exactly too sure. Is there like a bar that shows when I get new passives, or is it just like after killing so much? Maybe get XP. Oh. Yep. Goodbye. Eh. What is this? Fireballs have a chance to... Oh, okay, cool. Right. Where are we at? Over here? Right here? Okay. Gods be with you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Um. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. Soreth Ka. Soreth Ka. Is this a desert? Yeah, that sounds like a desert. Sounds like a desert name.
How did you enjoy the trip?
The trip wasn't bad.
I do not. Though be on guard. You will need to, unfortunately, no.
Oh, okay.
I do recommend you seek out the
Oh, I don't.
you in Majelka.
All right, sure. Yep. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you. I got you. Yep. Oh, another town. Fantastic. Time to buy up all the shattering runes. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Stay safe. Stay safe, traveler. Hello. Oops, snake people. All right. I've never seen you around here. So. I wish like the text had like the little like like they have. I kind of wish that'd be cool. Get out of here, bro. Huh? Oh. The hell are you? Best viewers. Alright. You got banned. Alright. Bots. Speaking of bots. Or hacked account. I don't know. God, at least take me out to dinner before you try to sell me bots. Jeez. All right. Find the traveler's shrine in the crossroads. Oh my god, where'd my health go? Oh, can't go that way. Jeez, come on, guys, come on. I was just joking. Just joking earlier about saying I can do all that. I have enough damage. I was just joking about that. I don't actually have enough damage. I can't actually deal with how much damage you put off. Oh my god. Bro, what happened? What happened? Things changed, man. Things changed once I entered the desert. It all changed, bro. It all changed, man. Oh, you get so much more gold now than you used to. It used to be like, here's 1 gold. Here's 2 gold. I'm like, thank you. Here's your 1 gold for killing 200 enemies. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I need this. I need this. I need to shatter this 1 object. What did I just do? I don't know. I need to shatter this 1 object of my 1 shatter rune. Oh, I'm broke now. Back to the mines. Dude, why do these dogs do so much damage? What the heck? What the hell? What the heliante? Big dog. Meteor. Yep. Yep. Aha, here's the thing I need to go to. Fantastic. Fantastic. Where'd my music go? What happened? Where's my music? Alright, I need like Leffrey or something. Where's Leffrey? There is music, I just can't hear it. Leffrey. I need Leffrey in my life. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh god, I'm starting to see things. Uh-oh. I must be getting tired. Where? Bro, where is... Sophia? I can never find... I didn't even go the right way. What the? Oh, I gotta go back to town. Oh, okay, no, that's fine. Oh, I must have did the quest. You know what? It must have been that statue I activated. I didn't know what it was for. Aha, I've cracked the case. Fantastic. Oh god, I'm so tired. The grind doesn't stop. The grind doesn't stop. The grind doesn't stop. Bird people. What are they doing here? Okay. All right, we're heading back. Oh boy. Oh, it's another side quest. Yeah, you need help. I get you the thing. Yep. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out. Troll, lol, that's crazy. Crazy statement to say in the big 2026. Troll, lol, that's insane. Oh, brother. Oh, shoot. Hello. 15%. What's this? Switch this out. Okay. All right. We're gonna... Oh, boy. Well. Another day, another end of the stream, another Friday show conquered, another Friday show in the books. Oh, song. There you go. Another 2 songs added to the intro playlist. I forgot to put that in the chat first. And yeah, another Friday, another one down. It's another show. We're done. We did it. We're going to be back next week, next Tuesday. Don't know what's going to happen. We're going to keep on plugging along. I'm going to be here at 9 o'clock. 9:30. I say 9 o'clock, though. We'll be back Tuesday. And we'll be... I'm not sure what we'll be doing. We'll probably be playing the Where Winds Meets update. I think that finished downloading. So, that finished downloading? It did. Yeah, so we're gonna try that update out, and then we'll be back next Friday. Yet again, Tuesdays and Fridays, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with that being said, my name's Snowy Lotus. Thank you for joining me at the Snowy Show. I hope you all have a good weekend, and I hope to see you later. And as per usual, hold on, I gotta wait. There you go. And as always, see ya. Bye bye. See ya. Bye bye.